Razor thin margins indeed, and right now Azure is on the losing side of those margins at a score of 4-6, so they need to be on the winning side of this series. Want to be able to pick up the 2-0 here to put themselves in the top 4 and knock OG down.
It's not the greatest Brew game I've ever seen. I think Mirana, Morphling, Rubik all do pretty well versus that hero. You can get the stolen split sometimes, even though other spells are good. Ari will feed first blood to low. He's very happy about that. Not the kill you want to give up.
Yeah, look at him. They're putting in... They're going to make sure that he cannot get a refill on his bottle here.
Wait, can we go back to that corner of the map real quick? Never mind. Oh! Did not expect that to be a kill on this lane. Caught him on the side. Caught him lurking. Caught him sleeping.
Got him without leap. Toss back. Low. Yeah, they've got him dead rights.
Man, it feels so good to get kills on lane with Rubik.
So nobody was able to TP in and give him that refill
That's
on
true.
bottle. If you get like one of those, it could definitely change how the laning phase works in this matchup.
You should have told the supports to die more.
That's true. Nori again is going to be grabbed. He already used the swashbuckle to clear out the creep wave, so they know there is no way out of that situation for him. Tree laid down instantly, gets trampled by BZM.
Really strong early game here from OG. They're up 2K, but it feels like they just have all the momentum right now. And you're going to have to make this brew split count.
Get a chance here to get another pick off. Nice bushwhack this time around. Ori maybe can punish a bit. Trying to go for the supports, knowing that Primal Beast is a bit too tanky, but Wisper cutting over makes things very hard. In fact, he catches Ori on the edge of the arena. Beautiful. Prevents him from leaving. Low now trying to come in, but again, it feels like Azure is about 5 steps behind.
Bach just got artillery strike from the other side of the
they're
map.
gonna use the Primal Split here to try and ensure at least 1 kill.
This has to get something. I mean, this is your strongest ult in the early game. He TP'd bottom for this.
Okay, push him back with a Void Panda. That extra bit of distance looks like it's just what they needed to claim the kill in the end. They get that. Can they really go for more? Arrow's going to cut across and hit the techies, and BCM will start trying to lay out the damage. Pulverize does get canceled. Blast off goes off. Tianming, he's going to be the next hero down in this little skirmish between OG and Azure Ray. Ultimately, it feels like it's going the way of OG.
That's a lot of extra spell damage on these 2 level 6s they're missing. It's going to be a big boon to their pickoff game.
Spot the techies, reactive taser will do little to stop BZM's damage here. Wisper can help finish it off. Actually throws out the arena, and it's a good thing too because Azure was looking to fight this. He still might be able to. Oh, we gave away Rolling Thunder. That's not good.
Yeah, that is a huge spell to get right here.
I mean, you got to back away immediately. Yeah, Ari wants to put this to use, and he's going to catch low. Telekinesis to hold him in place. Then he bounces onto him a couple times, in fact. Oh, gets himself stuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's... we've all been there.
Well, it doesn't matter. BZM can clean up the kill anyway. Dive in almost into the tier 2 radius. They do have FY. A big burst of... Oh, nice defense there from Wisper. It's still not enough. BZM will die to swashbuckle, but Ori is in deep, and he doesn't have shield crash up for a second. Almost got nailed by the spear. Still, the damage is coming out even without the disable. Good bushwhack going out on the back end from Ari, as the Primal Split now looks to overwhelm OG, and they can't do much besides just fight the Pandas. Whisper's doing what he can, but he may be run down. The Brewlings are almost out, though. They're almost all gone. Bushwhack latches onto him. Finally, he switches back into his regular form. Bach is ready to go. Timado is the strongest hero in this fight, though. Wait for him over the techies will finish him off. He'll push back the Luna and try and get away. Ari just kind of charges forward to create space for the other 2 to retreat. OG, a long drawn-out fight, which looks like Seb will actually join.
God damn.
His support and dying there.
What a monster team fight from Bach. He comes in, he deals 3,500 damage between the split, multiple urns, multiple level 4 hazes. I mean, Azure Ray very happy about that extension. At the same time, Ari, he is really getting some work done. He had Sticky Bomb stolen, Bushwhack stolen. Start off with the Rolling Thunder, of course.
Yeah.
This Rubik is a big problem if he gets to throw out all these nukes. Once again, this Pulverize interaction not really preventing Ori from getting the job done, and gonna collect another freebie here.
Might even be able to run down or shoot down the Rubik. In the case of FY, lands another one.
Look at that. Stone cold killer right there. Once more, they're trying to pressure the morph. I mean, this is what the Pango can achieve. You can kick him out of areas. You're not going to kill him, but you can make it.
It is hard enough to be. Oh, Wisper jumping in and catching the techies. That's a freebie.
Yeah, he's pretty much gotten a kill every arena, I think. Don't think he's missed one.
Yeah, and if you think most of them pin him on our techies here.
Yep. He is suffering. But that's
FY, really good setup thanks to that ward, though. These heroes are a bit too tanky to burst down immediately, but Ori can potentially clean up here.
Brew's gone.
The crash goes through. Brewmaster and all his Brewlings all died except for the Storm Panda on 50 HP.
Oh, get the hell out, boys. Did not get the dispel off and just shredded him.
Okay, big swashbuckle hit. Wisper's low, blast off, lands onto the 2, while Timado chases down the Hoodwink. He got that kill, and now he looks back to all these heroes that are low, thanks to BZM with a big hit right on through the middle of Azure Ray.
No standing against this Primal Beast right now. Especially once that Brew ult is out. Who's tanking the brunt of this hit? Is Azure Ray confident enough to try and take a skirmish right now? I mean, the next fight could determine who gets this Roshan. Either team can do it very fast if you clear the enemy out. This is just slow. Your tier 2's already gone by the time you're taking this engagement.
It's showing up a little late. The arena pins the Pango right next to the Morphling. A perfect opportunity for them to claim advantage in this team fight. Timado just has to wait out the Eclipse. He morphs his strength, pops his Manta. No problem there. That is some heavy burst damage with a full Agi. I mean, you're back to shotgun Morphling once you have Conda.
This is very aggressive.
Wisdom Rune.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, the smoke across is a little bit late to join BZM at the right time.
The new whip, but it's all of H.
Jumping in with a shield rune. A stolen Eclipse starts going to work. Low is already at half health. Wisper looks to chase him down with his BKB. He's running out of damage, though. Looks like the 2 supports will help to sway. Meanwhile, the push forward from Ori is pushed back a lot of OG. In fact, they're going to be looking to kill up BZM. A shot from FY all across the map gets him. Ori still has some trouble, though. Timado has now entered the engagement, and he is the biggest, baddest of them all. Wisper's going to get a little bit low, but not low enough to worry. After all, he had Bach stuck in the cage there. Low, blinking forward, on cop of the telekinesis. Turns around with his mid and actually managed to bring up down the Morphling. Just a misstep from Timado. Low, he will fall as Wisper is able to chase him down. But what a turn to the favor of Azure Ray. It looked like they were just going to get run over in this engagement. Instead, they get a team wipe.
And a Maelstrom proc at the end just to seal the deal as the Azure Ray supports. Putting on a clinic in that fight. They did so much work. But the differential here is just a little too big, and yeah, that goes the way of OG, where he just gets to basically solo take objectives because he's too strong to fight, and he does them faster than almost any other carry in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically soloed Roche, he's soloing tier 2.
Ori is not expecting this play. You could see the ping. He thought they were going to be doing their Tormentor right now, but instead they actually made the move. Meanwhile, they actually catch some heroes inside of their own jungle here. BZM tried to go for it, tried to go for the grab onto Luna.
Lotus.
Fortunately, he will survive, at least for now. Another beam, not quite enough. He's going to charge back in after Low. He's not getting out of here. FY, he can hold him in place, though. He might be able to get a kill, but he's going to lose his carry. Yep, there it is. He gets the kill on a BZM. Bach is now going to join him, though, and FY will continue outputting some serious damage. Reads that the spear is going to be heading his way. Same goes with Seb, who's also trying to hunt that squirrel. Bach makes his way back with the Brewlings. Should be perfectly fine.
I mean, Timado's here. He can chase us down. Have to go back to this Panda.
He's going to be... Is it a full HP? Yeah, he gets another toss up in the air, and FY still catches Seb.
630 in the bank. FY continuing to put on the show here. I feel like the only real good interaction they have was Ori having a really good game, and you're just chasing him off parts of the map. You slow down his farm rate, burn out some mana in the fight. At this point, nobody is man fighting the Morph.
Going for the Wisdom Rune, and they found Ori in the process. Rolling Thunder gets the grab on him. Even though the bushwhack was well-timed from FY, it just couldn't happen fast enough to save Ori in that situation. Like, it's his idea of just like a happy medium. It's a damage item that helps.
He will get that one surprise fight too, where you always get where, you know, you send out that illusion and they're going to jump it.
That's a possibility here. Once again, the spear into the arrow spells doom for Ori.
I just looked too easy the whole game for Wisper, man. Got a full Satanic, so what are you going to do? Maelstrom proc him 8 times in a row. That's something.
Could break him.
And boom.
Oh. Hit the Mirana instead.
It's too old to dodge it, man.
Uh-oh. Low. They're going to be charging into mines, but BZM doesn't care. He shrugs that damage off easy, and even if Timado were to die, he still has the Aegis for another 30 seconds, so that's going to be a lane. Maybe 2. 60 seconds left on the Luna. And look at Timado.
Keeps rocking to an arrow.
Yeah, that's a combo. Yeah, not going to see you way too many times. They're going to run over Bach just like that. The chain stunts are too much. And without low, they can hit all these disables they want, but they're running out of damage. They need FY to do all the heavy lifting here. And there's only so many acorns in this tree.
And Split is just getting annihilated.
Oh!
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem. One waveform, you're just gone. You needed more tempo in this game. You needed it desperately on this Warflame. And you did not find it. Outside of FY putting on some flashy plays, but I mean, it's not nearly good enough to carry this game. And in fact, the sharpshooter will get turned around. And that'll seal the 5-man, 6-man, 7-man wipe.
Yeah, that's pretty much the game. Gone in 60 seconds. Low dies once, and
I don't even think he really got to use this BKB timing at all.
No.
Just a Morphling clinic.
One last blast off for the road. Pulverize, no arrow to follow it up, but there's a spear. Got off the BKB. Low does get back to the fountain successfully, but Timado is just focused on the Ancient.
Classic Seb laugh here. As once more, he's probably thinking about what he's going to tweet after this game.
No, surely not. Surely not up against Azure Ray.
Lost to 31-year-old Mirana, lol.
Imagine he just did that every single dub they got. Well, I didn't expect Azure Ray to give Timado Morphling again. That seems ill-advised, Avery.
There's not a lot that just gets on him and kills him outside of OG is just rolling the game with the Morphling DK.
Yeah, isn't it at some point in time he's just going to get conned up to death? Well, at least in lane, maybe he dies here. Yeah, gets bursted. Wisper is the one to claim the last hit.
Well, what do I know?
Good for him. He's only level 1 static link, of course, because there's no reason to level it in this matchup, but just goes to show that they did manage to get around some parts of the matchup, but there is still the problem where Razor isn't succeeding in lane like you would want that hero to. FY finds a kill in the top lane against Timado.
See, this is already a very different setup, right? You have one Hex in your lineup, and all of a sudden you have potential on this hero.
And you got a lot more burst damage this time around. I mean, Centaur gives you so much more in that regard than the Brewmaster does.
Oh, yeah.
But the only reason they were able to do something like that was because Seb was out of lane. He was making the rotation into mid, joining BZM as they hit his level 6. They just run down the Razor. So
and there's not much they can do to help him. I feel like once again, they just kind of put Ori on an island. I don't know if it's a playstyle choice, a product of their support duo being a little slow at contesting runes and playing around him. Maybe they just want to prioritize other ways. I mean, Ori's going to take it in his own control, I guess, and just make the move himself. And the real pressure point here is probably going to be this Dragon Knight. He's creeping himself up to level 6. And he's going to kick low out, so they're going to bring the Razor for a second time.
I like this. Razor says my lane is bad. Well, I'm just going to make sure we try and shut down probably the most important hero in the early game for OG. Kick this DK out of the game if possible. No time walk though, so Low's going to get run down by BZM as he shows up. Turns some damage back around on Tianbing. Or he's trying to threaten him, trying to keep him up. Okay, that was a big whiff there, the power shot. Fortunately, he does have a range drop, so he'll be okay.
So this is time for the DK to hit 6. He'll get insta-pop by Wisper, and he wants to kick low out, pressure this tower. It is another point that AR could respond to, and they're thinking about with the smoke bottom. It gets scanned out, though. So OG just reading their moves instead make their own.
Tackle into Ori, draining his damage. BZM has to run away, but he's straight to the nice Chronosphere from Low. Just beautiful response there from AR. As you said, all starting with the successful scan, right?
According to all of the professional analysts,
I mean, it's only 11 minutes in.
Except
I'm not expecting a death a minute.
You got a lot to make up here then. And once more, the cores combine. They bring all three, and they get the Morphling a second time, and his tower. FY, once more.
Ori's probably the most surprising out of all of the cores. I mean, I thought he was going to be having a zero substance game, but
he made good moves.
He really
did. Off, and he gets a haste rune spawn. How did that clip him?
By the RP after he picks up the haste rune. That was insane range. Ori just cannot seem to outrun BCM, though. The Maelstrom strikes him down, and they're going to collect Bach's head 2 off of that one somehow.
Can we get
some way?
Slow-mo replay of that RP, because
that was insane. That is super scary to give away to a Rubik.
Very
Having
strong.
extra cast range on that ability, so good.
I mean, that spell is ridiculously good now.
He skedaddles to the other side, but Azure Ray were already making a move. Just kind of shadowing Ori.
Oh, look at the turnaround. But they got the Hex into that shackle.
Get the Hex shackles onto Beast, stopping some of the damage. Ori will manage to stay alive, but Wisper, he's going to be able to catch him at the end. Now, he's committed quite heavily for this one. FY, who's stuck in his own wards, will be able to TP out, no
Too
problem.
Powerful for himself. I feel like the only thing we haven't seen is like a straight big team fight.
Yeah. Nice RP range again. He's got a really good read of this. Bach,
oh, he wants that shield room.
They're actually not paying attention to him so much anymore. Ori, thankfully the shield room protects him against a lot of that damage. They'll turn back for the Centaur now and finish him off. But they almost got Ori, which I feel would have been a much bigger kill. Maybe that's a sign you're in the Matrix. A little bit of deja vu.
It's true.
Ward behind this off-lane tower, so very dangerous for Azure Ray to try and defend, as seen from the fact Wisper is able to get the jump onto the Bugna here. No shackle shot.
But they cannot kill him because of the decrep. 10 deaths for what? Prediction. Failing.
Nice.
And now
Bach running him down with the Stampede, actually skewered back by Seb, gives up his life to tackle the rest of Azure Ray off of BZM.
I'll tell you one thing. These aggressive goes from OG are not working out. Outside of RP, which is not burst, it's just some control. So if Seb finds the Pugna with a skewer and then you bring him in, that's a very different team fight. But if the Pugna just gets to sit in the back and decrep whoever they go on, heal him up, I mean, what are you doing? And now Morphling, I mean, are you going to tip FY again here, Timado, or what? Because number 3 on the board.
Blink away, no problem.
Yeah, it should be wasted smoke.
Yeah, maybe Bach can catch him. Tried to turn around and hit the Hex. Couldn't get it fast enough, though. Ari gets picked off.
Damn. Surprised he didn't get that off, but because he is just kind of playing this frontline role. But I think here, I mean, it's Face's Void, right? He's going to take it for sure. And now he can just play super aggressive with. And his Aether Lens is done. Psychic Headband as well. Oh, he is living the Shaman life here, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, spotted?
Wait, didn't see him.
It hit him, but
now he sees him.
Didn't actually give vision. What? Fortunately, the blind Chronosphere will stop him there.
That looked mega weird, that entire sequence, but they will get him. Nice read from AR.
Lowe's probably thinking, when was the last time I used Chronosphere? Time to put it to use here. Feel like you would want to make some stuff happen, and I guess a lot of that's going to come down to the big objective coming up in the map, 30 seconds till Roshan. That's what we're both playing for in this bottom right part of the map, and that's where Azure Ray are trying to get their jump. They do manage to get it onto the Wind Ranger, trying to get another 4-staff away, but that long, long tongue of his from FY will keep him held in place. Timado now trying to waveform out of here. Ori pretty damn fast thanks to a haste rune that he found in the river before this fight, and now they're just going to be able to keep going for more. I mean, FY, he's got all the sables in the world. You might be tanky. They tried to back and Manson dodged it. Ultimately, Timado is not going to make it out. A good attempt by Seb, but outplayed, outmaneuvered Azure Ray. A big win there as they pick up 2 core kills.
It is just Faith Beyond finding perfect stun after perfect stun here.
Oh, what a fool I look. OG not to be deterred, immediately smoke up and run at the pit. Look at this spread. They're trying to surround Azure Ray on all court. He dropped an item. No way, FY. He was trying to put together an Aeon Dance, and now he can't even put it together because he's missing one of the components. BZM locked inside the Chronosphere. Low might just save this one for Azure Rays. He hits a beautiful Chronosphere on two of the cores, and Ori was outside of it, beating on those heroes the entire time.
Damn. As Wisper somehow ended up with the energy booster, walks away with it.
And just got stunned the millisecond he dropped the item on the ground.
So Midas will farm FY his energy booster back a bit faster. And he says, screw Aeon Disc, I'm just going to go Octarine. Fine, you can have my energy booster.
Didn't want it.
I'll just go something greedier.
Chief is trying to catch up. Low. As Blink gets popped, they do manage to get the pick off on Tianming. Well, Low is still looking for his jump. He doesn't have Chronosphere back up. He does have the RP onto 2. With that waveform over the 2, Timado put himself up on the cliff. Fortunately, he can turn onto the Faceless Void, time walk down, and chase down FY. But still, Low is able to get away. In fact, he kills BZM. Wisper charging forward, but the rest of OG seem to be backing off. They're not in agreement with Wisper that this is a fight they want to keep taking unless they can get the right kind of skewer back. But there's really not much to combo with that right now. Telekinesis up in the air, but Low easily shrugs off the damage, hits the Chronosphere, and that means the carry's dead.
One morph is definitely enough for him to commit it. Time dilation from Timado, not enough to prevent the carry-on-carry battle. And I mean, he has a full MKB. I almost feel like OG wished they had the Shaman this game, so you could just skewer him back into like a Hex Shackle or something.
Oh yeah, seriously.
But the chain stun is difficult because you have Wisper going in, and they're just going to start hitting through backdoor. Wards dropped. Bach getting that retaliate damage, and you still have Aegis for 40 seconds, and you're going to have Chrono up in 10, so...
Yeah, what do you do with Seb?
You have to find the backline.
Wisper, he's trying to use his cliff walking to get some idea of where they can make their jump, but they're running straight into a Centaur, running to a brick wall.
And BZM's already in trouble. He cannot escape the link.
Yeah, he's getting all his damage drained away, and he's getting pulled back into the Razor. Now they got the Chronosphere onto Timado. He can't morph strength. Cannot do that damage. It's far too much for them to be able to handle. The 2 damage dealers are dead, so there's really not much of a point of the rest of OG playing this out.
Just a nightmare of a late game for this lineup. They're just so single target dependent. Team fights are way too difficult, and yeah, I mean that's a slow rolled game from AR, but I think they were very comfortable kind of throughout it, right? And I think a lot of what set it up is the Shaman pick, honestly. It just made it so their interactions with the Morph lane that OG were confident enough to rerun were a lot different here. These fights, the laning phase, the